Hey everybody, Emily Faubert here out at Agraria again. It's so great to see you after winter break. We're back at the big map out and I'm really excited for this adventure today. Our first winter adventure is going to be a sensory, using our 5 senses adventure. So we're going to go on an adventure through our spaces and we're going to make some stops. And the first stop is our raccoon hands stop. Then we're going to do deer ears at the second stop. At the third stop, we are going to use our sense of smell, our coyote noses. And then at the fourth stop, we're going to taste like snake, the air around us. I know it looks a little silly, but it's quite fun. And then the fifth stop, we are going to open our eyes like owls. Come on, let's go. So here I am at my first stop. I walked a little ways and I'm really curious about this plant. So at your first stop, use your sense of touch, your raccoon hands, to feel around. Raccoons have a wonderful sense of touch that they use to learn about their world. So the back of your hand and your cheek in humans are some of the most sensitive spots on our bodies. So this plant, it feels really soft and fuzzy. Back of my hand, I could even put it on my cheek and that does feel very soft. Although there are some hard parts to it too. So get curious in your first spot with your sense of touch and your raccoon hands. Now, stop number 2. I've wandered to this really fun stump for our sense of hearing. So put on your deer ears at this second stop and listen in all directions. Take your time, close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths. And if your ears could walk and come off your body and move out to the horizon, listen for the quietest sound in one direction and go ahead and do that. And then walk your ear back to the center and then go out to the right and then in front of you and behind you, listening for the quietest sound with your eyes closed. And take a few minutes to do that now. Enjoy. Welcome to the third spot. So wander, and now I've wandered and found my third spot. I'm so curious about these Osage orange balls. So put on your coyote sense of smell, take a couple sniffs of the air, and then you can get up close and even on the ground and sniff some things. Oh wow, that has an interesting smell. I wonder if the rotten side smells a little bit different than the other side. Get curious about your sense of coyote smell in this third spot. Here we are at my fourth stop. So I've come around to this stump that I found. Really neat with some mushrooms on it. And I am now going to go into my snake tasting. So invite you to do that too and pretend like you are a snake that has what's called a Jacobson's gland, the gland back in the mouth that takes the scent from the air and brings it in to sense within their mouth. So go ahead and do that. What do you taste on the wind? We're not tasting anything or trying anything without an adult to tell us and positively ID any sort of plant that we might taste. We're just tasting the wind. What do you taste on the wind today? Here I am at my fifth spot that I wandered to. This old dead snag, a standing dead tree. Ooh, a perfect spot to pretend to be an owl. So for this final sense area, we're gonna use our sense of sight. Find like a tree or one thing to focus on, but then put your arms out to the side and wiggle your fingers. Oh, I can't see mine yet, but slowly move them forward until you can, and then try that up. Oh, I can see them now. I can't see them though, but oh, there it is. And I can start to expand my sense of sight to the periphery, to the outside. Now, sit here for a moment or stand and see with your eyes all the movements in your whole entire wide angle vision like an owl. Enjoy. Okay, now come back to your map and map out at least one of your pauses, your stops on your walk with your senses. For me, I'm going to put down the Osage orange spot, and I drew an Osage orange, and then I'm also going to write underneath it in parentheses what sense I used when I was there. For me, I used my sense of smell. What are you going to put on your map?